No, I'm just green. I like it.
Prepare to qualify.
You'll laugh. You'll cry. You'll certainly wonder why you watched a semi-useless show.
All right, everybody, welcome to another edition of a semi-useless show. Happy St. Patrick's Day to all the schmoes out there, the schmoes.
The Oshmos.
The Oshmos.
Yeah.
So this is episode number 18. It's called Stand Up because we're going to do some stuff about stand-up comedians today.
Hey, St. Patty's Day, the holiday where everyone chases snakes with like a shillelagh and beats them out of Ireland. Is that what it was, or was that?
I thought it was you chase them with your right hand and you beat them.
Right, that's what it is.
That's every day.
Yeah. So if you guys want to check out our website, check it out in the description below. We're on Twitter, semi-useless, and there should be a feature if you're watching this on the top right corner above me. That's the questions and answers. If you click on that, you can ask us some questions, and we'll be able to answer them for you. And I guess it will mark where it's answered. So we'll see how that works. I got it up there sitting, so if people want to ask questions. I'm your host, Jim. Right over here we have Sam.
There you go.
Next to him we have Bill, but I don't even know if he's there. And next to him we have Larry.
Lauren.
What's
happening?
What up?
How
All
we
right. Pretty good.
Excellent.
So Billy was supposed to do a toast for our beer, and let me see what he wrote. He texted me it earlier, so I'll do it for him. And because it's St. Patrick's Day, so we were going with an old Irish,
Did anyone
classic.
eat any
You
corned beef
drinking
and
too,
cabbage
or
today,
oh,
what?
you're drinking?
I am,
Russian.
but I got
Yeah.
here.
Did anybody what?
Eat any corned beef and cabbage today?
No, I didn't.
No, I love it. I usually try to get it, but I was too busy today. But some good stuff, man.
So this kind of goes with that St. Patrick's Day tradition I was talking about with the snakes, because it goes, beer is good, beer is great, even when you masturbate. So that's an old Irish adage for St. Patrick's Day.
That's good. Do they mean while you're drinking and masturbating, or are they using the beer actually for lube? Is what I'm curious about. I didn't know.
I think it's a mixture. I think you take one sip and you let one drip. That's how it goes. One sip, drip on the penis to lube it.
That's actually pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty good.
So we're gonna go over these talking points, and we'll have to see who's gonna go first with them. The talking points today, like I said, are stand-up comedians. Favorite all time, or favorite right now. We're gonna have a little mixture of both, and I guess go over those. Does anybody want to go first?
I'll go first. It's fine.
All right.
I mean, you sent us a text and about it's comedians some of our favorites and stuff, and there's less people here today, so clearly I can just go ahead and say that George Carlin's one of the best ones, and we all agree on it, and we can all actually talk about it for a second. It's just like there's only 3 or 4 of us today, so
because he said no George Carlin, but I was like, I'm going to say it anyway.
How can you not? Me and Jesse were talking too. We said, we would all, if there were 6 of us again, we would be talking about George Carlin the whole show because the man's a genius.
Right.
But I'm sure this is the best part. Even though we said no, I know every single one of us would have mentioned him at least. And be like, I love this guy. But of course, George Carlin. I mean, he's like, he's one of the best.
It was like Seinfeld of our last show. Like we're all gonna mention Seinfeld.
Yes,
I could have just left that out, type of thing.
Exactly. Go ahead, Sam.
The funniest part is that none of us would probably even mention Jerry Seinfeld. I don't know.
Right.
That's the funniest part.
I almost said
it. Not even Jesse.
I know, but he would say it.
You think he would?
Maybe a mention. I mean, Seinfeld stand-up is funny. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I mean, when you start thinking of like all time, that's
he's not really
it's hard
on
for him
anymore.
to. Right. Exactly. But just to go back to Carlin. Everyone loves him, from like, you know what I mean, Sam, I know your father like loves him.
Oh,
so
yeah.
I talked to like my nephew Dominic, and he's like 22, 23, and I was like, who's one of your favorite stand-up comedians? One of the first person he named was George Carlin. You know what I mean?
Right.
Because he spans from so many ages, can listen to him, and he's just got the goods when it comes.
That's
to
about the time when I
stand-up.
even started getting him, like around 21,
Right.
22. Like when I was younger, I was like, what is the fascination with this guy? When I was like 13 or 14, 15, you're like, I don't really get what he's talking about.
Right.
Some of us, I'm like, okay, this is okay, but then as I grew older, I was like, oh my gosh, he's just a genius,
Yeah, he's definitely
kind
funny.
of, like, I was asking a question to, I asked it to you, Lair, and I asked it to Jesse, like, what makes a stand-up? Is it delivery? Is it your, like your timing, delivery? Is it, enlightenment? Is it a little bit of, or is it just about the laughs? What encompasses it? Observational,
I think it's like a mix of like good joke, storytelling. Yes. That's like some of my favorite stand-up. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Observation, of course, is always going to be in there. Observational humor. You know what I mean?
Right.
And that's I love that too. But like a good constructed story, it always made me laugh, and that's going to actually kind of segue me into my next favorite stand-up guy, which is Eddie Murphy. You know what I mean? When I was a kid, I loved Delirious. I loved Raw. All of Eddie Murphy's stand-up stuff, and a lot of his stuff, he had like the Bill Cosby, obviously not clean like Bill Cosby, but the story stuff where he talked about his family and the barbecues, and his mom making him that big burger, and just those jokes were just funny to me. The family style jokes, the ones that he crafted like that. I loved that. I thought Eddie Murphy was hilarious when he was young.
Yeah. That's back to Carlin real quick. That's when I'm talking about all those things, he was like the only person I could think that encompasses all of the styles. He could do a one-liner, he could do the story, he could do observational, he could do a little enlightenment, like where you're sitting there, you're not even laughing, you're just like, holy shit, You start
I gotta
thinking
tell
about
you,
shit.
It's probably delivery too. You know what I mean?
Yes.
If you can do all the stuff that he can do like that, you still have to be able to deliver it correctly, and he sounds like he did. So I could say delivery is one of the most important ones in stand-up. You know what I mean? So
and stand-up is so like subjective that as long as you have good delivery, some of the stuff you're talking about, somebody's gonna get.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, we might not like like Jeff Dunham or somebody like that, but somebody
which I do like Jeff Dunham, but he's funny.
Yeah, he's pretty good, but somebody's gonna like his content, or let's say Larry the Cable Guy might not be the funniest guy, but he's got good delivery, so people like what he's talking about, and with good delivery, if you have good delivery, you're gonna be able to make it with somebody. If you're just sitting there and you can't deliver correctly, you're not gonna relate to anybody. That's how I feel.
You know what? And I gotta tell you, like, comedy is pretty ageless, and I think if you just got it, you have it. And
yes.
Have you guys ever seen any Rodney Dangerfield's stand-up? You know what I mean?
I never actually seen a stand-up, no.
Very funny stand-up. And he didn't start doing stand-up until he was like 50. He was like 51 or 52 when he started actually doing stand-up. Before that, he was like a salesman or something.
I was about to say, I never seen anything from him younger.
Yeah,
he's never like anything younger.
Yeah.
That's what I mean. But that's my
so he
point.
didn't actually start a career until he's middle-aged.
Right,
wow,
exactly. Even later, I mean, like 50s is definitely a little bit past middle. So I mean,
oh yeah.
I don't know, you know what I mean? Like for him to, that's what I'm saying. He probably was one of those guys who just made you laugh around work or around the office or just when you hung out with him, you went to the bar, you're probably like, this guy is hilarious. You know what I mean? And he had it. And that's what I mean. He just has the delivery and he can, make it work. He just turned it into a career. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
So I'm definitely gonna say those two are like some of my favorite, but just
let's name a few more. There's only three of us. We can go pretty deep.
Exactly. Exactly. And I don't want to try to steal too many from other people, but Jimmy, me and you, we talked about Mitch Hedberg, and I always thought he was very funny. You know what I mean? He made me laugh. And we talked
real
about
quick.
go ahead.
There goes your storytelling thing. You love
Exactly.
storytellers. He had zero story whatsoever.
Well, sometimes he tells a story about like how he buys a donut and doesn't need a receipt. You know, what I mean, that's a good story.
So in depth.
I just want to say fuck, just in case I get kicked out again.
Nice. By the way, you joined and now you're a semi-useless show too, since you must have added page management.
Oh,
yeah. Yeah, I saw. I got an email real quick that said you were on there. I think your mic sounds better, right? Isn't the mic good?
Yeah, it sounds better.
Yeah.
Yeah, but everything's choppy and shitty.
Yeah.
As long as
nothing unusual.
That's all right. Larry's just stealing all your comedians, anyways.
I am. Yeah, don't worry.
And I was gonna say, because to be completely honest with you, I actually don't. It's like stand-up comedy is like one of the most funniest things ever to me, but for some reason I just never watched much of it. I don't know why. It's like it's just when it's on, I'd watch it, but now it's like now that I don't even watch TV, it's just like I'm not clicking on like Netflix and going to them or watching them on YouTube.
That's funny because I will watch some of them.
I do want to, though. I keep forgetting about stand-up comedy sometimes, but Mitch Hedberg would probably be one of them. Just I've only seen like 1.5 of his shows, but it's just like I still put him up.
Larry, you were about to talk more about him. What were you going to say?
Well, we were talking about how he doesn't really have much story set up, and he just kind of does jokes, and he does it's just very very dry jokes that he does. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's hilarious. I love the very subtle jokes that he does. But Jimmy, me and you were talking about is that he has a lot. And the problem is when you only have jokes, you have to, if you're trying to do like a half-hour special or an hour special, you have to fill that with a lot of freaking jokes.
Oh, yeah.
And sometimes he had some misses, you know what I mean? But it kind of reminds me of like Lil Wayne rapping. So he's got some misses, and then because he freestyles, and then all of a sudden he comes with one that's really good, and that's kind of like how Mitch Hedberg had. You know what I mean? Yeah, when he had some of his specials, he refined a lot of his jokes to get him down there. But there was a couple other ones I listened to that were.
He's actually kind of the slow talking too. But you know what that he had the thing with his hair. You like put out his
Absolutely.
Did you know that actually wasn't because he was trying to make a character originally out of himself.
Was he just super nervous or something?
He was actually he had like extreme stage fright.
Yeah.
So he actually did that on purpose with the hair. But of course, he probably got rid of the stage fright. But he's like, I'm going to keep that anyway.
Exactly. Yeah.
Well, and he never looked up at the audience ever. You could kind of tell he had stage fright just from that.
It's just I wonder where he'd be at like now if he was still around.
But if I looked at any of like the top 30 jokes of all time from a comedian, probably like 25 out of the 30 would be Mitch Hedberg.
Yeah, because they're pretty funny.
Quotable and memorable and stuff. Just,
and just so like, there's so many where like, it's such a simple thing. Like you look at like the simplest things and make so much out of it just with a few words that, like the audience, you'd always after one of his jokes that we're like really thinking about, like there'd always be a nice little pause and they're like, what it. Oh, and then they would get it.
Yes, exactly.
And it wasn't like he also never had like claps. You know how like a lot of comedians like they'll say something and they start getting claps. His were just like he just got laughs. Like it was just because they legitimately were laughing. They weren't like, oh, that was pretty funny. I got a clap. No, his were like, holy shit, that was funny as hell. I just didn't get it for the first 2 seconds. And I got it. Like the picket sign like. I'm against picketing. I just don't know how to show it. And then they're like, picketing? I don't. Oh, that's funny. And then they just start laughing.
Yep.
So
that's a good one. I love the. What does he say about? He goes, I go to the store. I buy 7 apples. They're like, don't you put them in a bag? He goes, no, man, I juggle.
Right.
He's like, but only like 7.
Yes.
If you see me with 8, bag them up.
Bag them up. Yep. Oh man, there's tons of them. That's what I'm saying. Like
he's got so many.
25 out of my favorite 30 jokes are from him.
Yeah, he's got a lot of
And then probably like 25 out of the worst 30 jokes I've ever heard were from one of his like real long specials, and I was like, I don't even get where he's trying to make that funny too, because like we said, there's so many jokes that some of them have to be misses. But,
true.
But he's good.
I don't know, Sam, if you have one, or if Jimmy, you want to have one. There's just like 3 of us or so we can just go and start naming some and talk about them if you want, just so I don't steal someone else's.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, maybe not like going online. We're just gonna keep throwing out comedian names when we talk about it.
Yeah, absolutely. We can do that.
Yeah.
And then you can judge us on just the talking points, not the actual comedian. But well, I guess we might as well throw Louis C.K. out there. right now.
Oh yes.
Yep. Yep.
You
Good
bastard.
job. I mean, funny.
That is.
Billy's not going to have any comedians. They're all getting named already.
Louis C.K.
I know that's not really an unpopular opinion to have him as one of the favorites, but he is kind of like.
You want to know my favorite comedian before I go again?
Yeah. Who is
Louis
it?
C.K.
It's Paul Blarney, Irish mall cop.
Blarney.
Paul
Isn't that Paul Blart?
I know, he was trying to make
He's
an
an Irishman.
St. Patrick's Day joke.
Oh.
Gotcha.
It said,
I just want to say, beer
Don't
is
even-
good. We drink
Oh.
it. We love it. Just don't get caught with your shillelagh out in public.
Nice. Nice.
Thank you.
But
Louis C.K. is hilarious.
yeah, he's just hilarious. Like, I mean, I don't care how popular it gets. It's just he's always gonna be funny.
Mm-hmm.
Like people just say, "Oh, you're just saying that guy is so popular." He's just that funny.
Yeah.
Always funny to me. I mean, I never even heard a bad joke from me personally, but
Yeah, he's a funny comedian. Absolutely.
He's he crosses the line a lot too, which I kind of like.
yeah,
I don't know if you ever seen the one where he's just like, me and Billy were talking about this earlier, and he's like, oh, there's some people who shouldn't have babies. He's like, they come out disfigured or something like that, and then he's like, or they come out Chinese, and then he's like, oh, he's like, that was the worst thing I ever said, and then like 2 seconds later, he's like, oh, I'd never rape a kid. He's like, unless maybe if they were dead. And he literally says, he's like, I wouldn't rape a kid unless maybe they were dead. And he's like, wait, now that's the worst thing I've ever seen. Or said, I mean. And I was like, damn, that's like that's bad, man.
That's pretty dark. It's dark. That's funny, man.
I was like, for him, I'm wondering why there's never been any, like, after he said that, I was like, there should have been, like, an uproar from somebody, because he just talked about raping a dead kid.
Yeah, I know.
I like that. There.
I like that. Like, I guess Carlin did this too. I guess probably a lot of them did. But just like how they're telling a joke, but that's not even the real joke. They're actually just leading to the next joke to make it relate to that one. You know what I mean? Like that was that was the real joke. Was the second part of it.
Right. Yeah.
Exactly. Just a transition joke they would use.
Exactly.
Right. Exactly.
Yep.
So like like Mitch Hedberg, it was just kind of like joke after joke after joke like that.
Yes.
That's a totally different style where you're telling a joke that's maybe not even be that funny, but it's just like it's getting ready for your next joke. But it's still got to be funny enough to get laughs. So.
Exactly.
Louis C.K. is like a good version. Like he's an amazing. I can tell he's very meticulous on like the way he writes it, and to make it sound like he didn't write it almost. Like he's just kind of going riffing, but it's like
he
so
is
precise.
freestyling or something.
Like you mean like it's free? Like he is just like improvising and freestyling, basically.
Right. Because sometimes he even goes off on a tangent.
He'll go off on a tangent, and he'll sometimes say, and it's just like, and speaking of that, he'll do that kind of stuff a lot. Like, speaking of that, it'll sound like it's just made up on the spot.
Right.
And sometimes, like a lot of comedians like point to the audience and say, oh, and it seems like that's improvised too, but the whole time he's probably scripted that.
You guys still hear me?
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Hey, I'm still
Talk
here.
away. Talk away. That much.
Let me just talk right over you, Sam. How's it going?
Keep talking.
Louis C.K.
Good.
has
Just
discussed.
talk, because you ain't got much time.
Yeah, I know. I just said the page is gonna
Don't
die
laugh too
again.
much.
Don't worry, I won't. I'm on this show.
Neither will we.
So Louis
Good
C.K.
It's a good joke.
has discussed that him and other comedians, they get together and sometimes they write jokes and then they share them with each other. Like, do you want that one? I'll give you this
really?
one.
So he does it a lot with like probably like
Louis
Chris
C.K.
Rock
has
and
written
stuff.
for Chris Rock.
Ricky Gervais, and yeah, probably Ricky Gervais too, right?
I know I've talked to Billy, and I'm not sure about Sam. Have you seen the movie Pootie Tang, right?
No.
Yes.
I have.
Louis C.K. wrote that.
Mm.
He wrote
That's
and
funny.
like directed that movie, which is like really weird that he did that. Oh, now see, Bill, we cut off Billy, and then he got knocked out too.
Exactly. Next time
hilarious.
we're going to have to be like, yo, just shoot out a bunch of comedian names, and then
I know,
see
he
you
just
later.
started screaming them.
I don't know who he named.
Who? You got any other? Because Louis C.K. Yeah, he's pretty darn good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I mean, I'd put him up on which is a pretty bold statement. I myself would put him up with those, your Murphy, your Carlin. He's right there, and if he continues with a couple more shows.
And really, that is why he's so big. It's because he does deserve it, I think.
And he did something that he stole from Carlin, where every year it's a brand new show. Like, he throws out all of his material, and the next year it's a brand new show, which is very impressive.
That is impressive.
Seinfeld, Chris Rock, and Ricky Gervais were all on a comedy talk thing, and he basically, when he said that, like, Seinfeld's like, "You're crazy." He's like those. Even if it's from 20 years ago, some of those jokes are golden to me. He's like, I'm never gonna let those jokes go.
Right.
Like, it's like something I learned from Carlin, and it just, ever since then, actually, Louis C.K. has blown up, because before he did that, he was almost a nobody. So.
Well, you just have so much more material now. Like, if you have one special that's good, yeah, you're going to get some notoriety. But if you keep pumping them out, and there's so much new information, so many new jokes that are just still funny. I mean, think about that. Just more material.
Yeah.
Of course, people are going to, just hear of you more.
Exactly.
That's smart. It's actually a smart move. But like you said, it's bold. I mean, to come up with let's just say an hour special a year, that's a lot of information, a lot of material. That is what I mean, material that you gotta try to have there. So that's bold, man.
Yeah, definitely.
It's pretty awesome he does that.
Definitely. When he said when he first heard Carlin did that, he's like, it took me 15 years to come up with all these jokes. He's like,
right. It
took me so long, and he's like, you mean, like, George, you mean you just throw your jokes away after a year, And he couldn't believe it. He's like, all this stuff took me so long, and then he just tried it out, and ever since then he blew up. Sam, you have any more that you were thinking of? You said one the other day. What's that?
Yeah.
You said Tim Allen, which was one that I didn't think anybody would mention, really.
I said Tim Allen I never saw.
Oh, well, you said a lot of people like Tim Allen.
But I know
he did
a lot of people like him.
He did the and that was he actually had that in his stand-up routine. You know what I mean?
Oh, okay.
That tool man, like the man thing. That was part of his actual.
Oh yeah, I did see that one.
It was funny. Yeah, Tim Allen had some funny ones. I remember I watched when I was younger. Yeah.
Yeah, I just remember you saying the name, and I was like,
I remember why I mentioned him.
That's one I wouldn't even think of. That actually is pretty decent,
Exactly.
Yeah, I can remember I mentioned him.
I'm gonna name one of my favorite newest ones too. And I wouldn't even say newest but he's just not as old as Carlin and Eddie Murphy. Right. But I'm just gonna go out and say David Chappelle. Have you seen his stand-ups? Chappelle's stand-ups.
I've never seen his show. I've never seen his stand-ups outside of his the show.
That was one of mine. I was gonna steal.
I'm sorry. We were going. No one was gonna say it. Sam, let me just tell you right now. When you talk about, I don't go to Netflix and rent. You have to rent a few of Chappelle's stand-ups and watch them because they're so.
Dude, what's the one with the baby?
Funny. That's like one of his best ones.
Is it stuff on Netflix?
I can't remember the name of it though. I don't know if
What's
it
is
called? or is or not. God, isn't one killing him softly? And
yes, that's the one. That's the one with the baby.
But I don't think so though. Is that the baby one? I think that was the one that's right after it. But I don't know. But both of his stand-ups, man, I just what I'm trying to say. I've watched a lot of stand-up comedy, and I've laughed. I've laughed just as hard at Delirious and Raw as I did at a few of his stand-ups. That the baby one, man, when he talks about having the baby selling the weed, all the stuff, rolling with the old limousine, rolling down the window. That whole show was amazing, man. That was an amazing show by David Chappelle. That was right before he came out with the Chappelle Show. It was like those stand-ups I think that really made him like blow up to be like, this guy is hilarious. Give him a show immediately.
Billy asked us a question on the question and answers. He said Notre Dame mascot, beard or no beard?
I think he has a beard. I think he's got like a little goatee, right?
Right. Yeah.
Chin hair.
Yeah.
Who does? I wasn't listening. I was looking at Dave Chappelle.
Billy asked us a question. Notre Dame mascot, beard or no beard?
Oh,
pretty sure he's got a beard.
I think so too. Maybe not a beard, but maybe some scruff. Maybe he does have like the little. He's got
chin strap.
Beard. Yeah, the chin strap beard. I think so too.
Yeah.
I used to rock the chin strap. Terrible.
Yeah, exactly.
I look Amish.
I had a little.
Nothing's anything wrong with them. Or that look.
Yes, there is. They can't hear. They're never gonna hear us. So fuck the.
Yeah, that's true. Man, dude, I saw some show about the Amish Mafia. I don't want to mess around, dude.
I think
I still like pass notes with pigeons and shit. I don't know.
I think my grandpa's has Amish in him somewhere, but I don't care.
Yeah.
I make fun of Italians and stuff, so what do I care?
Yeah, exactly.
True.
So, do either you have any more? Chappelle, to me, that was going to be one of my little in my pocket things if nobody mentioned it. But
yeah, Chappelle's a great one. If Jesse doesn't come, I'll just name one of Jesse's favorites, and I don't know if you guys ever seen it. His name is Richard Jeni. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
have you ever seen that comedian, Jeni?
Yes.
He was very funny, and he had a really good one called Platypus Man. That was the name of his particular show. That his hour special. That was like one of his best ones there. But Jesse talks about why he loved him so much. He goes because Richard Jeni was dark and twisted. You know, I mean, he had like a tortured life. And,
right. Yep.
And as sad as that is, that usually makes for the funniest people. You know what I mean? Because they can see the humor in some of that stuff. And Jesse pointed this out, and I forgot about this, that Richard Jeni actually shot himself, you know, with a gun and killed himself.
Yeah.
But you know, I mean, so it just, you know, it speaks how twisted he was anyway. But
I'll tell you later why. I'll tell you later why I know that, and you'll see when we do our game of the week. He was almost one of my questions, but so.
What about?
I just didn't know if anybody would know him. So.
Right. Yeah. God, what was I gonna say? Sam, help me out. Who do you got? I got a couple more. I should have wrote some down, but I forgot.
Oh, I got one that to me just I don't know. Like the more I've been watching him recently, it's just like he kills it. And I didn't watch enough of him. Is Bill Hicks? Do you know who Bill Hicks is or no?
Yeah. Does he have the little mustache, right?
No. He's got like glasses and he's kind of.
He's like dead though.
What's that? Yeah, he died at.
1984. Yeah. That's what I was confused. I thought you were talking about something recent. I know who Bill Hicks is. That's And
he's like George Carlin light almost. Like he's like.
Yeah, but
he's kind of like George Carlin a little bit, but like in his own a different type of way, and he that's
the one that everybody says Dennis Leary copied.
Yes.
Because of the like the smoking and all that jokes. Yeah.
Like literally word for word copied Dennis Leary did. So.
Yeah.
Well, too bad. I love Dennis Leary's The Cure for Cancer. That was like one of my favorites.
Dude,
Yeah, I
know.
Which Louis C.K. claims that was stolen from him. Like he was like 20 years old and he was talking with Dennis Leary.
You wouldn't think he'd be like
and he's like he literally like just got off the stage doing a thing where he's like his ending bit was like, oh, you know, yeah, I like to park in handicapped things because I'm an asshole. And then he's like, I like to do this because I'm an asshole. And he just like kept like saying that over and over again. And he's like, Dennis Leary, when I came off stage, was like, oh man, that's a really good bit you had at the end there. And then he's like, you could even add like this, you're an asshole or something. And he's like, oh, okay, cool. And then like a few years later, the song came out.
That's hilarious.
And
so, but like that whole album that you're talking about there, like Bill Hicks literally himself got pissed when he heard the album because everything was just ripped off from Bill Hicks. I'm telling you.
Really?
Out of all the comedians, you got to look up Bill Hicks and you'll really appreciate it for sure.
No, I will. I'll check that out.
Yeah, you don't
that sounds interesting.
You don't really think of like Dennis Leary as being like the Carlos Mencia type.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah. They're just
even though he'd be the original Carlos Mencia because it happened way before. Right.
Exactly.
You know what Carlos Mencia be Dennis Leary.
Carlos Mencia even stealing from Dennis Leary. Dennis Leary stole from Carlos Mencia so bad that he stole stealing from.
He stole from everybody, didn't he? Though, like.
Yeah. A lot from Bill Cosby.
Yeah.
I think a lot from like Louis C.K. Didn't he say? I don't know.
From everybody. But
you know what's amazing is how
someone
fast
copied Louis C.K. But like no one could ever.
When that came out, how fast that guy just was like, boop.
Yeah, I know.
No show, no nothing, no stand up, no.
Yeah. No one's ever done Louis C.K. No one's ever said Louis C.K. stolen anything yet.
But here we go. Let's be honest.
I don't think he could.
You're not good, and you're not that funny unless you steal a little bit, right?
Right.
Well, yeah.
I mean, don't you have to?
He stole that. He stole the switching every year from Carlin. Kinda,
yeah.
You know. Like,
right. Well, you know what? I don't even consider that stealing. That's just like an idea to help your material. You know,
I'll tell you what, though. I mean,
like stealing. Like that's just that's like a tutorial he learns.
I haven't seen all of Louis' stuff, but just like everything was just original, man. It's like to me, I never heard anything like that before. I've heard stuff like that. Okay, it's really dirty, this or that, and I don't know what I'm saying. But I don't really feel like I've ever like, oh, that sounds like a joke. You know how like you can watch King of Queens and then it's like you'll see like the dollar in the vending machine not taking it, like the vending machine not taking the dollar. It's like, oh, that's the Seinfeld first.
Exactly. Right.
I don't feel like that.
Just a different method.
I don't feel like that with Louis C.K. It's like I never heard that joke. I never feel like I don't know.
Right.
Hard to say.
And same thing with Hedberg too. Like Hedberg,
I know.
I don't think anybody was ever. Okay, I hate to go off topic, but he was by far the most unique comedian ever. I think. Nobody was close to him. Like what he did, nobody else did anything like him. Really, you know, like.
It's kind of like an extension of
did it a little bit. Stephen Wright did it a little bit, but not the.
I almost want to say it's an extension of like observational humor, but it's more than that.
Right.
Because like the
well, he
beyond observation.
He'd do observation on stuff that you didn't care about, like a receipt for a donut. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, you didn't even think about that. You just take the receipt, and you're like, thank you, and you just crumble up, put it in your pocket, or throw it away. But he was actually like, why did you give me a receipt for a donut? I will never have to prove to anyone that I bought this donut.
Yeah.
So why did you waste the paper on me? You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, but that's because he was a drug addict, and he was a stoner, and that's what you know, that's what they think about at the time. Because they're buying so many donuts. They're like, he probably had like a room full of donut receipts. He was like, man, the donut receipts just don't stop.
He had so many
joke about it.
He had so many, he probably could write them off.
Dude, the pamphlet one where he's like, when somebody hands me a pamphlet, it's like he's saying, here, you throw this away. I was like, oh my gosh, it's exactly what is happening. You know, it's really crazy.
Billy wants us to mention
That's so funny.
Doug Stanhope.
Yeah, Doug Stanhope.
Doug Stanhope, funny. You know what though? He quit smoking. He doesn't smoke cigarettes anymore. Do you know that? He smoked like for so long. He just quit like a year or so ago. I don't think he's as funny without the cigarettes.
Nice. That's funny.
Just in case you're listening, Doug, go back to smoking.
Doug, start smoking. I want to mention Richard Pryor. I think we pretty much have to mention him.
Yeah, of course.
I was actually.
Which was hilarious. There'd be no Eddie
a little
Murphy.
bit
There'd
from
be
what
no,
I
like,
saw.
Chris Rock and stuff like that without.
Right. Yeah, there would be no Eddie Murphy.
So
there would be no Chris Rock.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, they love him.
I've actually never seen any Richard Pryor stuff.
No, his stuff's funny, man.
Go
definitely check some of it out.
pre burning his face off.
Just see no evil, hear no evil. What's that?
Yeah. What about Silver Streak? That's a good movie too, man.
I've never seen any of the movies. It's the only one I've seen.
What about The Toy? You ever seen The Toy? That's a great one.
No.
Love that one.
What's the one where they were were in jail together or something?
And we're just assuming that this is Gene Wilder.
Wasn't that Silver Streak? I thought that's what that was or something. That was the train one. I thought so though, but I thought they were in. I don't know. Superman 3 wasn't Richard Pryor in Superman 3? I think he was.
I don't know. I never saw Superman 3. I don't think.
That one's great. That one's great.
But
Richard Pryor's like the evil guy.
Yeah, from the stand-ups I had seen from Richard Pryor, I was kind of like, he might be overrated or something. And then recently, I just because I knew we were doing the show, I watched a few, and I was like, let me listen, so make sure I'm not overlooking him. And then when I watched like these certain couple specials of his, I was just like, okay, this is where he's supposed to be. Like the crowd. He probably had the crowd more hyped and laughing nonstop and just yelling, screaming than I've ever seen anybody. Like they were just like yelling, screaming, laughing, just couldn't stop. Like And I was laughing just sitting there listening to it.
I know.
And I was like, okay, that's where it comes from. That Richard Pryor is on that Mount Rushmore type thing.
He is. I do like in one of Eddie Murphy's Eddie Murphy shows, he talks about being young and sneaking down in the basement and putting on Eddie Murphy records and listening to them really, really low. And then he said when he was like 15, 16, he would practice bits, and he would practice Eddie Murphy bits. You know what I mean?
Richard
Pryor. Right. Yeah. He would try to, and it was whatever he knew about, and of course it was about him taking a shit when he was 15. So he would do like he tried all Richard Pryor jokes about taking a shit. I mean, it's just, that's how influential Richard Pryor was.
Yeah.
He's funny. Yeah, he's a funny guy.
Billy says, bullshit, Doug may even be better now without smoking.
No. Tell Bill if he's got something to say, he can come on the show and say it. But Stanhouse funny. Billy, I mean, he's funny. He's a funny guy.
Yeah, for sure. I don't know. I'm trying to see if we're missing anybody, or if we should move on to like the game or what.
What about Sam Kinison?
I know. I'm a little weirded out by him, but
I loved Kinison. Kinison was he was a preacher for so long, and then he was a comedian. So he has and he does a lot of religion jokes, which I truly love, especially people who someone like Kinison, who was a minister, someone who's very involved in the church, and then decides to go the other way. It's like, being a double agent. You have all this information now to make fun of.
It's like when South Park made fun of Mormons, and what's his name grew up a Mormon.
Exactly.
So I was like, man, how do they know so much in depth about Mormons? And then I found out he grew up a Mormon. So nobody has more information than the people who are actually part of it,
Exactly. But Kinison was funny, man. He did a lot of funny stuff.
Yeah.
He's talking about
the Dice. What about the Dice Man?
Yeah, Andrew Dice Clay, man. I mean, I saw him when I was a kid, so all those were dirty nursery rhymes. That was hilarious to me.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah. I was like 10 when I heard this guy.
Yeah.
He was very funny.
You ever listen to Bill Burr? Or no?
He sounds familiar, but I don't know.
Yeah. I was telling Jesse earlier, he's kind of like Titus, but I think he's a lot funnier than Titus. So, I'm going to do one more question about a little bit of stand-up, and then we're going to go into the game of the week. Who thinks, out of all the kings of comedy, who's the funniest?
Who are the kings of comedy?
Guys?
I know. But
Bernie Mac, Cedric the Entertainer, what's his name? Steve Harvey and D.L. Hughley.
Yep.
To me, it's a toss-up between Bernie Mac to me and Cedric, but
really?
I don't know. Yeah. Why, you like DL?
I was gonna say he's a little bit better. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, but I like Steve
Bernie
Harvey
Mac
too,
to me crushed
he's kind of funny. Bernie Mac was definitely funny.
Yeah.
I mean, he made me laugh.
Yeah.
I don't know. Out of all the kings, out of all of them, not Cedric the Entertainer. He was a little too much for me. You know what I mean? That was just a little too much. Yeah, to me, I think so.
Yeah.
For my taste. But, maybe D.L. Hughley, maybe, I don't know. If I had to pick one, I guess I'm going to go Bernie Mac. I'm just going to go.
Yeah.
I'll say he was probably my favorite if I had to pick one.
That's who I picked too. Okay.
Yeah. What about you, Sam?
Sam never watched too much of that.
Right.
I know, I never did. I just never watched.
Let's go with whatever.
It was on around the time, but
I don't even know if I should ask this because we should all have the same answer from the country guys. Jeff Foxworthy, Bill Engvall.
Of course.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go tater salad. It's probably the funniest one.
All day.
Ron White.
That dude. What have you watched any of those, Sam, or no?
Some of them. I just didn't. I never watched them that much.
Ron
White, Ron White, like.
Yeah, he's
shouldn't even be with those guys. To me, like he's so different. Like when he does his own thing, he's up there with like. Some of these people we're talking about. That's why I'm bringing it up, because Ron White is one of the funniest comedians I've heard,
He does. He also does the smoking and drinking thing, too.
Exactly. Yeah. I was going to say, he's got like whiskey on the table, and he fucking smokes a cigar through the skit, you know what I mean? And some people need that just to feel comfortable, but I see how it can work. It plays into like a nice image for him.
Yeah, he's definitely up there for me. And
what about Demetri Martin? You know what I mean? I thought his stand-up was funny. You know,
Yeah.
he was a funny kid. You know, out of the past 10 years, I think he was, you know, he only had one or two, but I thought they were pretty good. You know what I mean? Pretty well crafted. He had his own show, and it wasn't the best, but his stand-up. Have you ever seen his stand-up, Sam? Dimitri Martin?
I think I have.
You should look up. He draws some stuff, and he does, like, funny stuff with grids and stuff like that. It's pretty funny, though.
Yeah, him I've seen. I've seen him. I know the big notepad thing.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah,
exactly.
I remember
Sometimes
that.
he plays guitar and harmonica and plays.
Yeah, he's funny.
Hey, it's
What
about the show.
Get out of here. No. What about anybody heard Ralphie May?
Yes. Is he the
Really
fluffy
fat
guy? The fluffy? He's
No,
like,
that's
I'm fluffy.
No, that's Iglesias. I'm talking about the guy even fatter than him.
Ralphie May. I remember some of his old stuff. He'd like, give a shout out to the Fry Guy. What's up, my Fry Guy?
Yeah.
I remember that guy.
He's almost like
I've seen a few
fat
things.
white guy who acts black from the South for some reason.
Right.
Yeah.
I have seen some of his stuff. It's not bad. It's
He had this one thing about Cuban coffee where he's like, they came out with like a teacup, and he's like, what am I gonna do with this little baby teacup? He's like, I want a full cup of coffee, but it was Cuban coffee. So he's like, so I drank like 16 ounces of it, and he's like, I really could see into the future, man. And he's like, and then after about 2 hours of being like just jittery and not stop, he's like, then I just straight deuce in my pants. Like, I don't know, it was pretty funny.
I just straight deuced in my pants.
No, he's gone.
Yeah. That is funny.
So
that is pretty funny, actually.
He was pretty funny to me.
You know, honestly, I have
newer
comedians. I just can't think about it over on the fly. I should have really wrote it down, but I just figured there'd be like 6 of us, so we'd have so many to talk about. I was like, Larry, don't even write any down. You know what I mean?
Right.
They have the first couple 3. That's all you're going to get to say anyway.
Well, we already
do this kind of show. We named a lot of good ones, but man, there's so many other ones that I know. All right, if I don't make mention of this right now, I'll be in trouble. And Jen wanted me to
Don't
name,
do it. Don't do it.
I
Can't talk about females here.
I have to talk about Joan Rivers. Actually, it's funny because my mom sent me a text that said, Joan Rivers is who I was going with. I didn't go with anyone else because Joan just died not too long ago. But she did stuff with Johnny Carson. She was a very, very funny comedian. She had a lot of stuff, even the red carpet stuff.
But she didn't go with like what all the girl comedians are now, where it's like I have to just talk about how dirty, gross, disgusting slut I am. She was just funny on her own without talking about that.
Right. That's why Joan is even making our conversation right now.
Yeah,
it's because she doesn't have to talk about She doesn't have to talk about taking dong or doing anything. You know, which is funny. You know, I mean, like Wendy Cummings and some of those girls are funny because they do that stuff. Amy Schumer, they're funny because they do that. But you know what I mean?
It's played out.
Joan is just so much.
Yeah.
Yes, it is played out already.
It's not hard to say that. Like, it's not hard to say what they're saying.
No, exactly. Mm-hmm.
I think they're actually just playing like, hey, guys are going to like hearing talking about my vagina or something, so let me talk about it.
Exactly. Yeah. Exactly.
So, but all right, let's I actually like that answer, and I'm going to give Larry some bonus points for that one. And so he wins 1-0. He gets 1 bonus point for that one. That's it. All the rest.
Boom! Scored on 1 point.
Yeah.
We can thank my mom because she actually
got
texted me on the phone that said, "Talk about a girl."
Nice. That was a good pick.
There you go, Mom.
So we're gonna do the game of the week.
Game of the week. Game of the week. Game of the week. Game of the week. Game of the week.
All right. So this is the game of the week, and it's Larry. Since you won, would you rather go first or second?
It depends. Are we playing something that's similar to closest to the pin?
Yeah,
or
it's closest. It's gonna be closest to the pin.
You know, I'm going last.
Yeah, exactly.
Damn.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. You should have mentioned Joan Rivers, Sam.
Yeah.
All right, so the game of the week is how much are these bastards worth? Dead Comedians edition. Dead Comedians edition.
Mitch Hedberg on there.
So the first one for Sam is, how much is George Carlin worth?
Wow.
As of
And hold on.
2015. As of 2015.
Before he answers.
Yes.
Okay, so it's George Carlin's estate is what
Yes.
it is, and what's his estate worth? Gotcha.
Yes.
50 million.
50 million.
50 million.
Blair, 49 or 51?
Yeah, this
Right,
game,
exactly. Like this
game sucks when there's only two people.
All right, we'll go back and forth, I guess. Larry,
yes, we could do that. We could do that. I'm gonna say 50 million. Huh? I'm gonna say, damn, dude, maybe a little under. I'm gonna say 49. That's just what I'm gonna say.
Now, Larry, Mitch Hedberg.
What's he worth right now?
Yes.
I'm gonna say 2 million.
Oh, he's dead now. I can't remember that.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
No, they're all dead.
They're all dead.
It's their estate.
Oh.
Yeah.
Sam?
Their estate. Mm-hmm.
You said 2 million?
Yes.
I say 2 million and 1 penny.
Nice.
There you go. You got to go
2 million,
higher
1
there,
cent.
but you're wrong. I don't know. Maybe not. I have no idea.
All right, Sam. Let's see. Richard Pryor.
He did a lot of movies, so did George Carlin.
He did a lot of crack too.
Yeah, he did a lot of crack too.
Is there an airplane going off?
Yeah, Billy just made an airplane go off real quick here.
Excellent.
20 million.
20 million for Richard Pryor.
20 mil. Dude, I want to say over. This is great because I'm not even going to say, I'm just going to either go under or over because that's pretty much all we're doing because it's close to the
Right,
exactly.
exactly.
I'm going to say, that's hard. I mean, he's so big and legendary, not just his movies. I don't think he got paid all that much for his movies.
Talking about my penis.
Yeah, we are.
Yeah.
We are talking about
We didn't
Richard
get paid much
Pryor.
for that.
Your penis.
Big and
Your
legendary.
penis, Richard Pryor. Yeah.
Yeah, it looks
I'm
all
gonna
burnt, shriveled up, just like Richard Pryor.
It's
what?
black too.
I'm going to go under. Jimmy.
19
under
mil,
20
roughly. Okay,
Yeah.
under, yeah.
Yeah, just under.
All right, so the next one is Greg Giraldo, which is Larry first. So
Yep.
I don't
Greg
know if
Giraldo,
Sam even knows
he was,
who he is, but
he's a funny
roaster.
No, he was a funny
He's
comedian.
also dead,
He did
right?
all the roasts. Yeah, these
They're
are
all
he's
dead.
Yeah.
They're all
Yep.
dead.
Yeah.
He was a funny roaster though.
Oh, Larry just died.
Oh.
Okay, so for Larry, unless
There can only be one.
Billy, what is Greg Giraldo worth? You're answering for Larry right now.
Greg Giraldo is worth shit. He is a good roaster. He is. I think he was cremated,
What was he worth?
as a matter of fact. Greg Giraldo was a starving comedian. 10 grand.
10 grand. Over or under, Sam?
Over.
Over. So 10,001.
Yep.
All right, Sam, you first. Robin Williams. Oh, I think Larry's back.
Sorry, man. It said it crashed on me.
Oh, that's all right.
Okay,
All right, let's go.
Billy took your place for the answer.
For
I gotta
one
go.
answer.
See you later.
Nice.
You ass clown. What was the question?
Greg Giraldo.
Oh yeah.
What would you
really
have
say?
said?
I'm interested.
What would you say?
Greg Giraldo. I would have said he was worth. I mean, $1.5 million, 1.5 million. If
All right,
that.
let's just. What would
Probably
you
under.
say, Sam? With that,
Oh, come on. I already won that one.
let's just.
Why? What was
let's
it?
try to
You know
make it
what?
legit.
You know what? You know what? Let Larry have his. I'm still going to go with 10,001.
Oh man, you guys are.
10,000.
Okay.
Because Billy said 10,000.
Yeah.
Billy
All right,
said-
Robin
Billy said
Williams
he's
for
worth
Sam.
10,000.
Space
Yep.
Odyssey.
Robin Williams.
For Sam.
50 million.
Lair.
Is Billy in or no?
No.
Is Billy in?
Because we're already too far
Oh.
into the
See you
question.
later.
Okay, I'm gonna go.
No,
under.
he's here, but
I'm gonna go. Yeah, I know. I'm gonna go under.
so 49.
Yep.
And just so you know, if you, actually, I'll tell you after. John Panette.
Exactly.
John
Who?
Panette. John Panette.
I don't know if I know down
He's
from that. Who is he?
He just recently died. He had like the curly hair. He was real pale, fat kind of guy. He was on Seinfeld. He was the guy who they let get
Oh,
on the
the
final
Good Samaritan
episode.
Law? Yeah, the Good
The
Samaritan
final
Law.
episode that they let get beat up.
He's getting robbed, and they just
He was
watch.
getting robbed in
Yeah.
the final episode. He's
Okay.
actually a comedian.
Okay. All right. 2 million. 2 million. I'm going.
All right. Sam?
Under.
Under.
Under 2. Nice.
Why?
All right.
Why do under? He's in Seinfeld, for Christ's sake.
Sam, Bernie Mac.
30 million.
30 million. Lair? Over or under 30?
Damn, over or under 30, huh? I'm going to say Bernie Mac. I'm going to say, damn it, man. Kings of Comedy. I'm going to say under.
Under?
Yep.
All right. You know he had his own show, right? No.
Oh, yeah.
That's all right. That's all right.
He did, though. He did, but...
The one thing I want to mention, if you're right on, you get 2 points. I don't know if I ever mentioned that to Larry.
I didn't know that. Good to know.
Yeah. Okay. Sorry about that. Okay. So let's go through these. George Carlin is worth 10 million. So that goes
10
to
million?
Larry. Yeah.
I lost everything.
Mitch Hedberg is worth 4 million, which goes to Sam.
Wow, nice. What did I say there? 3 million or
You
2
said
million?
2.
Damn, he went over. Yep.
Yeah.
I went 1 penny over. Good job, Sam.
Is this how much are these dead comedians worth?
Yeah.
Exactly.
How much other estate's worth? Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Rich Pryor is worth 40 million, so Sam gets that one too.
Wow. What did Sam go there? 30?
50.
He said 20. You said 19.
Oh, it's a 20 there.
No way. Really?
And you said 19.
Not bad. Not bad. Okay. All right.
Greg Giraldo, Larry said 1.5. Sam said 10,001. It goes to Sam because it's 100,000.
Damn.
Oh my god.
Yep.
Yeah.
He
How can
wasn't
you be
worth
that
much.
poor?
Sam's up 3-1.
Yep. Exactly.
Robin Williams is worth 50 million. Sam got it right on the money.
Oh, I'm the dog.
He got 2.
Did I say under or over on that one?
You said
Under,
under.
I think, yeah.
Under. I thought I read something that he was worth right around 40-something million with his house and estate. I obviously I was wrong, but.
Right. 2, 3, 4, 5. 5-1.
Was that good?
John Panette
So
is
you're
worth
welcome, Lindsay and Jennifer. I will talk to you.
100,000.
Love
So Sam got that one too. 6-1.
you. Who are you talking to? Are we doing the podcast?
Bernie Mac is worth 15 million. Larry gets that one.
Woo! Finally, I get one.
All right.
2.
Real
So I
quick
get
though,
2.
heads or tails?
Sideways.
Sam.
Heads.
It's tails. I put a T. Larry, do you want to go first or second for the bonus, which is worth like 4
100 points.
Whatever it
Whatever it is
1,000
for the
points.
win, right? Exactly. Whatever it is for the
Get out of
win.
here, cat.
Yeah.
Is it also
I mean, the
closest
game
to
doesn't
the
even
pin?
matter.
And
Is it also closest
Billy's
to the pin?
part of it too, though. Billy's part of it too.
Okay.
Can you guys still
Is
hear
it
me?
closest to the pin or not?
Yes, we can hear you. Yes, closest to the pin.
Then I will
So
go
do you want to go? Do you want to go? You want to go last? All right, Sam.
Yeah.
Sam goes first. Billy goes second. Larry goes last. All right. How much is Bill Hicks, aka since he didn't have a celebrity net worth? How much is Dennis Leary worth? Since he stole all of Bill Hicks' jokes, he stole all of his money.
How much is Bill Hicks worth? I'm gonna say.
No, but Dennis Leary, really.
No, what's
Oh
Dennis
yeah,
Leary
Dennis
worth?
Leary. Oh yeah. Dennis Leary was worth $20 million.
20 million for Sam. Billy, how much is he worth?
20 million and 1 penny.
20 million and 1. He loves to box himself in.
Yeah, because I'm gonna go 20 million and 2.
That's my dog sneezing.
20 million and 2 pennies for Lair.
Yeah.
And the winner, let's see, Bill Hicks is worth.
You mean Dennis Leary?
Dennis Leary, Bill Hicks is worth 40 million. Larry
Yeah.
wins the game, but Sam
All
wins
right.
the game. Sam wins the game, but Larry wins the game.
But I win. Sam wins the booby prize.
Yeah.
Yep.
So,
I managed to get on again.
Hello.
Yes.
Hi.
Yes, we can hear you. We can hear
You
you.
lost.
Now
You
shut
have-
up.
Did I lose?
Not only you've lost, but you have disrupted the show many times.
Hey, I just
God,
want to say Andrew Dice, Skull Crusher, Clay.
Nice.
Thank you. We've named him. So again, your
Yeah.
contributions were poop.
Skull Crusher.
Yes.
Remember that movie?
Yep. Oh yeah.
So
What
before,
about Ford Fairlane? What about that movie?
Yeah, but see, here's the thing with Skull Crusher. He actually crushed someone's skull in the movie. Remember that part where the guy's eyes were caved in?
Mm-hmm.
It was so fake.
So before I get off of here, I met a girl today, and I knew she must have been Irish. You know how I knew?
What?
Because my penis was Dublin.
Dublin.
Yeah.
I love how Larry knew that
You
one.
must be Irish. 'Cause your
I know.
penis is Dublin.
I
Because
thought I
used
made that
one
up
on
today,
Jen.
but then, and Billy thought I made it up too, and I was like, I think I heard it first from somewhere else, and then I really definitely did. So.
Yeah, I've told
I
you
also-
before. I still didn't get enough sex, but
Right. Exactly. I'm gonna. So that's gonna end our show before a little shitty aftermath. Nobody knows about it though. All right. And
who cares?
Fight Club 2.
yes. So I'm ending it now. Great show, everybody. Involved. That means Larry, Sam, and then it was really great because this was the first show Billy wasn't on, so
Yes.
it made
You know
it
the best was
amazing.
Billy was like Max Headroom. He was just like kind of cutting in like, hey,
Exactly.
You know what I mean? He was like the
Diet
Max
Coke.
Headroom of this show. Exactly right.
So
Exactly.
all right, everybody. Goo to be. Check out us out on the shitty aftermath.
Good week.
Sam, I
Shitty
want to.
aftermath. I'm gonna go piss real quick while you guys talk for a
Yes,
second.
Sam, I want to say thank you for carrying the show, basically, because that's the most I've heard you talk through any of the 3 shows I've been on. That's all we gotta do is have less cousins. And
I'm back,
Yeah.
Sam.
thank God.
I'm back
I'm mostly a
to
listener
shut up
because
now.
you guys are all the funny ones.
Billy
Billy says stuff. Billy says stuff while we just keep talking.
That's true.
Like right now.
Are those carrot sticks you're eating?
Exactly. See?
Oh.
It's like
I smell
no.
ranch and carrot sticks. Oh, are we still live?
I taste them. We are because we're on the shitty aftermath.
Aftermath.
Um,
Pissy aftermath, according to Jim.
I was gonna say, oh yeah, I
Just
didn't. I was too lazy to actually make a joke out of it, like saying maybe he's from Ireland and the birth certificate thing, but Obama actually sounds Irish.
That's
Obama sounds
oh,
Irish?
if it isn't Mr. Obama.
Yeah. I read that somewhere today.
Well, I heard he beats his wife, so I mean.
Oh, please.
We're
Definitely
shitty
Irish.
aftermath, so I figured I could make racist Irish jokes.
Well, we already talked
Nice.
about Amish and Italians.
Yeah.
That's true.
Blacks.
It's St.
We can
Patty's
talk about
Day.
blacks.
We can't leave the Irish out.
Yeah.
Hey, I want to say what's up to the dead rabbits.
Nice.
Hey, how's it
The,
going?
Irish, the Irish gang. I know Billy knows about the dead rabbits.
Of course. I know mostly about the Dutch mob, though.
Right. Exactly.
Personally.
Hey, clogs in the air, clogs in the sky.
Hey, I got a
Yeah.
question for you.
Yes.
Do you know why I'm wearing a blue shirt?
Because
You couldn't even tell it's blue. It was like vaguely colored.
Yeah, your camera's off right now. You
Is
know
it?
that, right?
maybe,
Yeah.
maybe that's why he's
Wearing a
saying
black
it, because
I mean,
your
earlier
character
I was
has
thinking
a-
about
your
it.
character has a blue shirt on right now, the little men's room looking guy.
Hey, what do you guys think about this rap line? All right.
We're just gonna skip
it's,
past the blue shirt thing, or
Yeah, right past it.
Yeah.
And
What
let's,
is it?
let's,
What's
you don't have a shirt, so we don't care.
it won't pertain
Can't
to the
see it.
next show, though.
All right, go ahead with your blue shirt story.
Yeah, hurry up.
Come on,
Nah.
story.
No. Hey, I'm wearing blue because it's the official color of St. Patrick's Day. Look it
Oh
up.
yeah.
Yep.
Look it up.
Patrick himself. This is no bullshit either. You never knew
This should have
it.
been a.
I think it's because you had blue balls all the time.
What about?
Yes,
You know
probably.
what? It should have been, say, for a semi-useless fact. Because that's what the show was kind of named after. It's probably
Yeah.
don't do that anymore.
Yep.
Well, good thing we didn't
Well-
try and do semi-useless facts because Billy would have been getting kicked off the whole time.
That's true. Well, really, Sam, what it was is the last few episodes we had so many people on that we couldn't all talk and finish the show in an hour and a half. You know, what I mean, it was just so hard to have the game and everything else.
We stayed on one topic for an hour. Also, there's that.
That's it. We have to. It's like we were talking about. We have to either, if we have that many people, be like, okay, we can't have like our 3-4, topic points. We have to each talk about one, talk about them in depth, and have your best one, and that's it. If we're going to try to do an hour and a half show, you know what I mean, and
so
still get facts and game of the weeks in. But if it's just like us 4 again, or just 3 of them, okay, like you said, we had more time to mess around then. So
yeah. So my new rap line is for breakfast you eat Kellogg's because I know you love eating cock, right?
Jesus Christ.
I eat the breakfast of champions because my girl's got a Wheaties box.
Because her box is Wheaties.
Oh, Wheaties box.
You eat the breakfast champions. It's pretty funny.
So her box is flaky then.
Yes. Yeah. That's it.
And I guess sometimes Michael Jordan.
Oh yeah, Nicole's in the room, by the way. She's the one that just said ew.
Tell Nicole I said, what up?
Larry says, was a...
Ask her if she's Irish.
I actually said, what up? Nicole, are you Irish?
Isn't she Russian?
Because my penis is twice the size.
Ask her.
She said Irish. She said Irish. Your penis was twice.
Now ask her.
Irish.
Now ask her.
Irish. Your penis was twice.
Ask her if she's Russian. Now ask her if she's Russian.
Are you Russian?
Say because my penis is Stalin.
Because my penis is Stalin. Are you guys spying on us?
Nice.
That's too funny.
That's funny.
And the hilarity ensues.
I'm gonna tell it to a girl one time. I'm be like, "You must be Russian. Why? Because you got my penis stalling, girl." Anyway, how's your mama doing?
Yes, exactly. Wait, I had a. Did you ever hear the Big Lebowski knock knock joke?
No, but I'd love to hear it.
Knock knock.
Who's
there?
The dude.
The dude. Who?
The doo-doo? You said doo-doo.
No, I very specifically said dude who.
Oh my god, we're almost all over 30.
I love that 7-year-old jokes can still entertain us. That's beautiful. That's a beautiful thing.
It is a shitty aftermath.
I know, exactly. Exactly.
Hey, Jimmy, you got a knock knock joke for me?
Yeah, knock knock.
Come in.
No, you ruined it.
My penis is doubling.
My penis.
Actually, let's go over what we were talking about real quick earlier, Billy, with the tell me your pasta thing and then how we riffed off of it earlier. What was it?
It was I knew an Italian guy that died the other day. It's a shame he passed away. That means it's a good joke.
And did you hear the what was, I'm trying to think of the one I had after that. Did you know that what was that one award show that was after that's about Broadway and stuff? And they the
Tonys.
They tried to have a guy who passed away. He tried to.
His name was Tony, right?
Yeah,
Tony.
Yeah, he passed away, and he shouldn't have won, but he won. You know how he won? He rigatoni.
He rigged the Tony. Hey, he rigged the Tony, huh?
You know how much it cost him?
Just a penny.
Nice.
Oh,
you got it. And then there was this one thing from the league when remember the guy who was like banging the other guy? Do you remember what that was called?
No.
The Raffioli.
The Raffioli.
Speaking of banging, what happens when you get a fat prostitute? The reason why you fuck. How's it going? No, when you go and get a fat
just leave it like that. That's a typical Billy joke, and it's funny that way.
Yeah.
California roll.
Fuck up the punchline. California roll. Billy, I was thinking,
Nice.
You know, for your passed away joke, the setup should be something about like, why did they bury Chef Boyardee in a can? Because he passed away. You know,
Nice.
he passed away.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I mean? I don't know. I'm just,
there it is.
Right, I'm just thinking of the setup. Like you can get it a little bit better right there.
Well, I was talking to my friend.
Yeah, I knew you'd like that.
I was talking to this girl named Tina about my rigatoni joke, and I just couldn't. She caught it right away. You know why?
Why?
Because I couldn't get it past Tina.
Pastina. The best is not too many people even know about pastina soup or pastina pasta. It's so rare. Only like our grandmother and like one other person ever use it in the world.
Right.
Let me refine my shitty joke from before. How do you die from a fat prostitute?
Oh.
Lasagna.
Lasagna.
Yeah.
Are you sure she's not a prostitute?
Prostitute.
Nice.
My favorite is St. Patrick's Day, but we're making pasta jokes. How come we're not making the corned beef and cabbage joke?
I don't know.
There isn't too many.
It's true. It's true.
Right.
These
Actually, talking
jokes
about
like
corn, I don't know why corned beef makes me think of a Mitch Hedberg joke, but you ever hear the one where he's like, corn off the cob? He's like, that's how it grows. Or corn on the cob, I mean. He's like, that's how it grows. Every other corn should be corn off the cob, not just corn. He's like, that's if you took my arm off of my body and were like, oh, that's Mitch. And now it's Mitch without his arm when you put it on. It was so funny.
Somehow you have to be Mitch Hedberg, though.
Yeah.
Or on tons of acid and weed to get the joke. One or the other. Yeah. You know what I loved about Mitch Hedberg? He always said he was the Jim Morrison of comedians. That's why he made me laugh. I know he was. Because, I mean, just to go back to the show.
So he whipped his penis out in public?
Well, I'm sure he did. But Morrison had stage fright for a long time, too. And so did Mitch Hedberg, you know, as you guys were saying it. So.
I like when different things have have great taglines for their show or their comedy thing, because that's a good tagline for himself. And it's like Always Sunny, where their tagline was like, it's like Seinfeld on crack. You like watch it and you're like, that is like fucking Seinfeld on crack, basically, you know. When somebody has a good tagline.
Because they literally were in one episode.
Absolutely, which was a hilarious episode. Please tell me you guys watched Matt Kills His Father. Have you watched that episode yet?
I still haven't seen that, I don't think.
No.
He was like, Eduardo was in my butt, and Eduardo was in my mouth, and Luther was in my butt.
Yeah.
And then he was in Eduardo's butt for a little bit. And the rest is Max like, why my father was just trying to establish dominance. That's why he was fucking the guy in the ass.
Is it the same one where he's getting out on parole, or is that an earlier one?
No, it's another one.
No, this is
okay. Sorry, I haven't seen it then.
It's new. It's like 3 weeks old or something. Or 2 or 3 weeks old. Very funny, though.
Did you see the newest one after the Family Feud one? Did you see the newest one?
The Patty's Pub secession plan?
No,
the one where Frank tries to retire?
Frank retires, yeah.
Yes.
I thought that one sucked, actually.
What? I thought it was
liked
pretty funny because it kind of just shows how evil and maniacal Dennis is.
Dennis is, yeah. That's the only part.
For 7 years, he was trying to get it so when Frank retires, he can retain sole possession of the bar. It's pretty funny.
Right, and then he acted like he wasn't, and then at the end you find out he really was.
Exactly, and the best is, like, they're all starting to get it, and he's like, hey, should we check out what's up with that hole in the bathroom? And they're all like, oh yeah, the hole, awesome.
I guess the payoff on that episode was good, but the whole lead up to the payoff wasn't that good, I don't think.
That wasn't too bad.
Yeah.
It wasn't bad.
Yeah. So, but all right, I think that's pretty much.
I think Shitty Aftermath was better than the show.
Right. That's
I think it should be the beginning of the next
show. Even Billy got to stay on all the time.
Shitty Aftermath was because after we were done talking and I turned the thing off, we were like, oh my gosh, this part's so much better than the show. We should do like a thing where we act like we end the show, but we really don't. You know?
Exactly.
So that's what we do right now. So
the worst part is when you actually end it, it actually is really even funnier.
Right.
Yeah, when I'm like, dude, my balls itch. All right.
When everybody's gone.
You can finally go take a shit.
Yeah.
Right.
No,
I
one time
looked
I
down
did.
in bed. I'm
Go
like,
right.
this is funny.
One time I did take my phone with me and just did the show from the shitter at the end.
Well, I
Yeah.
did at the end too, and he had the little Mario war pipe.
Yeah, that's right.
Was pooping.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Chin strap, by the way.
And Michael had
Yeah.
been. I know we were right about the chin strap for the Irish dude.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Ah, okay, good.
Yeah. So that was pretty cool. You figured out how to work the question and answer thing. I was gonna ask you like
I applauded
yesterday to test that. You applauded
Well,
too.
we gotta
Yeah,
select
like
them.
3 times.
We gotta select
Sam
a
was like,
question.
oh, I forgot what I was saying, and I was like, applaud.
Right.
All right, now it says we're currently answering that one, so that's cool how that works.
Good.
Yeah.
Currently answering one from like 2 hours ago.
Yeah,
We lost a viewer.
we know how it works at least.
Right.
We had a whole total of I'm not gonna say anymore for marketing purposes.
I see 0 viewers right now.
Real quick.
Excellent.
Real quick.
Even my mom watching the show was like, I'm done with this gay show.
I know.
Minus
Real quick.
viewers.
One
Can you get
comedian.
minus viewers?
One comedian with some of the best delivery that we didn't mention, that I got caught up by how good his delivery was, even though he was a sucky comedian, was Dane Cook.
Newman?
Dane Cook. A lot of people love Dane Cook. Dane Cook was hot for a long time, man.
Yeah.
And it was all delivery.
Yeah.
And you know who showed me that it was all delivery?
Who?
Was Anthony Jeselnik. He had this thing before he got famous. He did this thing where he's like, here's a joke. And he said the joke, and it was like so shitty. And he was like, here's a joke with Dane Cook saying it. And then he said it, and you're like, he said it exactly like Dane Cook. And I was like, uh-oh. I was like, why did I like this guy? You know, he kind of like pointed out like, I just liked a guy telling shitty jokes all along.
Right, exactly.
But his delivery
was good. Exactly, yep.
Yeah.
That's the thing in the comedian world. It's like when one comedian calls out another and they're semi-famous, it's over. Like one little rumor starts with Mencia. You guys were talking about it earlier.
Yeah.
You know? Plus there was
about he was gay.
What?
About how he was gay, right?
No. I don't know about that.
Nice.
Oh, wait, doesn't he?
Me neither.
Real quick,
Nice.
speaking of gay, did you know the guy in
Why are you holding that up while you say
Half-Baked? It's like I'm holding a penis.
The guy in what?
From Half-Baked that said, "You're cool, you're cool, you're cool,
Yeah.
fuck you," or whatever.
Cuban B?
That dude's gay.
Is he?
Did you know that?
I didn't.
I know. It's really weird because he's on this new show called Scandal where he's a psychopath, and Allison's like, he's gay, and I was like, no way. And she's like, I'm telling you, that dude is gay. I'm like, no, he's from Half-Baked. He's not gay. That would matter.
He's right, exactly.
He's from
a game show
Half-Baked,
about
but he's
comedy,
false.
He just didn't act like it. But that was one thing. Jesse was gonna call me out on my Dane Cook obsession I had for a little bit.
Yeah.
And
I like them.
Michael liked him too for a long time.
Yeah. And I know
more
Jesse
often,
also wanted to mention one that's very underrated, which is Artie Lang.
Yeah,
Oh,
he's
agreed.
funny.
Is
Artie's very
hilarious.
funny.
Totally agree.
Yeah, that's he's
very
really
funny.
underrated. And I like now that he's like Jimmy Fallon's go-to. I don't know if you watched the Jimmy Fallon show, but if any guest like cancels, Artie Lang is his go-to guy, like to come on the show.
That's
I thought
hilarious.
Artie Lang died.
Nope,
No.
not yet.
It would make
No.
sense. I think.
Well, I
mean,
think-
I like
think
him,
He went to
but-
the hospital many times for
Yeah,
almost
he's
ODing
always
on
dying.
pills, but
Yeah.
absolutely.
But there was like one show where I think Fallon literally called him last minute because he came on and he didn't have like jokes ready, so he was a stand-up guy, so he had jokes about the show that just happened, and he just riffed off of the show that just happened, and it was hilarious.
What
was
show?
so
The
crazy.
Jimmy Fallon show you talking about?
Yes,
or
that
the
just
show
happened while he was
just doing?
there. Yes, the Jimmy Fallon show that he was just a part of.
Yeah.
Like at the end, he just joked about what had happened during their show. I'm like, did he not have anything to talk about, and he just riffed?
He
and was
must
still
not,
hilarious.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I was like, when Jesse brought that up, I was like, you're right. Just from that, even it's hard to come off the top of your head with jokes that are funny. So
it is hard.
So I'm trying to think of a good joke to end off with. Anybody got a good one?
I do. Billy
right.
walks into a bar, it hurts.
There's
That's
these
it.
3
That's
buckets.
it. 3 buckets.
Oh my gosh.
It's a 10-minute
What's
joke.
Oh, 3 buckets. Hey, don't stick your dick in these holes. Don't stick your dick in these holes. There's 3 holes that you see are
All right,
not
since we are
the-
talking about comedians,
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna bring this up. Me and Billy know about it. I'm not sure who else knows about it, but okay. So do you remember the pee? Tell him the pee joke real quick, Billy, about the bear. Kick him in his pee hole or whatever, his ash hole or whatever it is.
Kick him in the ash hole.
That's the
Catch a
punchline.
bear?
That's the punchline.
Yeah, you said the
Right.
punchline.
That was Jimmy's joke. I mean, that was Billy's joke a long time ago.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know who told me that.
Go ahead.
I thought it was Grandpa. Said that.
No. Billy made up the kick him in the ash hole joke. I swear to God. Hey, what do you call a guy named what was it, Billy? You throw him in a volcano, and his name was like, what the fuck?
Oh, there's
was
a
his
guy.
name?
What happens when you throw a guy named Trey in a volcano?
Yes.
Ashtray.
Ashtray. Exactly. Exactly. Kick him in the ash hole. I got one more. A bear and the rabbit are shitting in the woods. I know you know this joke. The bear turns to the rabbit and says, "Hey, do you have any problems with shit sticking to your fur?" The rabbit says, "No, not at all." The bear said, "Good." And he wiped his ass with the rabbit.
Nice. That's awesome.
That's like one of my favorite jokes.
I'm crazy about that. I wipe my ass with a rabbit every day.
I know. That joke is so funny, though. I love that one.
What do a porn star and a cigarette that's been burning too long have in common?
I don't know.
You mustache.
You must.
Okay, this is a Ron Jeremy joke, probably.
That's a Ron Jeremy. I should have said Ron Jeremy, but
yeah, it is
okay.
a porn star.
So with the Billy's like kick the bear in the ash hole thing, I don't know if you were there, but it was literally at your house, and we went
hours.
We went hours for coming up with jokes, and I said, how do you, what was it? How do you get Eddie Murphy to do something?
How do you catch Eddie Murphy?
Yes, how do you catch Eddie Murphy?
That's just you'd say it.
What is it?
Are you ready, Blair?
Yeah.
You kick him in his axle fully.
Yes.
No.
You're supposed to touch a wheel first. You gotta touch a wheel first.
Oh yeah, you attach two. You attach 2 tires to his penis and you kick him in his axle.
Axle fully.
Alright, I'm leaving on that note.
Yeah.